Welcome back to Kentucky Sports Television. We're now joined by Perrin Johnson. Going to break down some basketball. It's been a while since we've done this. You feel you in the mood? You ready to do this?
I got the Jumbotron right here. I'm good to go. Good to go. Absolutely.
We'll start with Kentucky. They've had some problems in the half-court offense this season. Look to be getting a little better, but a guy they've counted on is Julius Mays, a veteran presence in the half-court offense. And here, he catches the ball in the wing, pump fakes, takes it inside to Kyle Wiltshire, pump fakes and gets to the basket for a layup. Take us through what worked there for the Cats.
Well, when you look at the whole sequence as a whole, Julius Mays, you got to respect him because he's a very good jump shooter. And Kyle Wiltshire, he gets great position. When you see him, you stop it right there and you see where he gets the ball. He's got the ball right there, great post position, and he's got to help off because Kyle Wiltshire's a great scorer. So in this situation, he passes the ball back out. You got to respect the shot. He closes out slow. Kyle moves, which gives him a driving lane. He scores a layup right there. And I mean, that's just great execution because they don't have a lot of great talent like they did in the years past. So they got to really focus on their offense.
How important is it for UK to be effective in the half court? They're post players. Wiltshire has an effective post game. Nerlens and Willie Cauley-Stein kind of hit and miss. How important is it for them to find somebody that can be a post guy like that and open up three-point shot?
Well, I mean, it's gonna do them a great deal because if you know you can lack off of somebody because they're not going to post up and try to score on you, you could always go ahead and play the perimeter a little bit tighter, a little bit tougher, and not have to help off off the perimeter. So.
And another guy that they're getting some offense from finally is Ryan Harrow. He showed them a little something on Saturday. This next play here, Ryan Harrow basically outruns everybody, showing his speed and gets an assist. Take us through, I guess, the lob here to Willie Cauley-Stein and what he does here.
I mean, absolutely. Well, you look right here, there's a great overhead pass, and Ryan Harrow just makes an easy play. He makes a hard play look easy, I want to say. I mean, that's a great pass. It's right on the money. Ryan Harrow averaged 5.5 assists, so you might as well round it up. He averaged 6 assists a game. So when you look at what he's been doing, I think a year off is very hard to get back in the flow of things.
Right.
I've been kind of hard on him, so I'm going to give him a little leadway and see what he does these next couple of games. I think the Louisville game will be a good test for him to get his feet wet and get used to tough competition. So, I mean, that's a great play.
And they're going to play teams that press like that, and he's so fast. That's kind of what they've been missing. Archie hasn't been sure with the ball, and they need him to play the point, but teams are going to throw zones at him, and they're going to throw presses at him. How important can he be to breaking those presses?
He has to be the deciding factor in all this because when you look at it as a whole, when you have Archie Goodwin bringing the ball up court, that takes away from him to being a scoring threat, and it makes him more tired. So if he's scoring, Archie Goodwin can score a lot easier. If Archie Goodwin's scoring on the wing, it makes it a lot easier for him to score as well, and Julius Mays. So it works all the way around the whole perimeter, basically.
And on defense, nobody makes it easier than Nerlens Noel. He had 7 blocks on Saturday. We got one of them right here. Take us through this play right here.
Well, you know, Archie Goodwin, first of all, sets all this up. But that's the great thing about having a great shot blocker. When you look at this whole play right here, he shouldn't have done that right there. There's no reason for you to do that. I mean, now
behind the guy, wrong hand, everything.
Yes, on the wrong side. I mean, there's everything wrong with that play. Then Nerlens comes around and makes a great play. And when you look at what he's done, he blocks a lot of shots on the ball. A lot of times, Anthony Davis, even though he blocked a lot of shots on the ball, he blocked a lot of his shots coming off on help side of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist or Deron Lamb getting beat. So what he's doing right here is an amazing feat, right? I mean, he is off the ball this play, but I mean, in other plays in the game, he blocked 3 or 4 shots when a guy trying to shoot over him. You don't see that too often with shot blockers.
How do you navigate having a security blanket and maybe becoming too comfortable as a perimeter player? If you're Coach Cal, how do you tell those guys that's a luxury having Nerlens and Willie back there? Don't rely on them. Play better defense out there on the perimeter. What do they have to do?
I mean, it's a great thing. I remember when I played at U of L, we weren't Ellis Miles, even though he was listed as 6'8", 6'9", he was 6'7". So, I mean, Ellis wasn't a shot blocker, so he took a lot of charges. So, I mean, that's a great luxury because now I know I can go out there and make a steal because if you want to go in there and shoot that shot, well, be my guest. So, I mean, that's the same thing happened to Anthony Davis. Kentucky can extend their perimeter defense when Nerlens Noel's blocking a lot of shots.
And then they get the ball going on the fast break, and things like this happen. The play of the game, #1 on SportsCenter, Archie Goodwin takes it down and puts it on somebody, Perrin.
This looks like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist from last year. I mean, why are you jumping?
If you look, to me, it looks like the defender here, he wants to play the lob. You know, we saw Harrell before throw the lob. He kind of hesitates, and all it does is puts him on a poster for SportsCenter. I mean, you ever done that to anybody?
A couple times in my life, a couple times. When you look at this, Hubie Brown used to call it, when you stop it right here, you look, right in this SEC area, you got to stop somebody right there. It's called the launch pad. They call it in NBA the launch pad because everybody's so athletic, they jump from that far out, and that's just an NBA play right there. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it.
That was the top play on SportsCenter, but maybe the top play of the week, it actually comes from Appalachian State. This free throw is the worst free throw ever in the history of basketball. Perrin, have you ever seen anything like this?
I mean, we're just this right here.
I mean, that's right here, Hubie Brown zone. It doesn't even get anywhere close. It doesn't even leave. I've never seen anything. How do you do that? How's that even possible?
I have no idea. Like, how do you go back to the bench that way? I mean, I couldn't imagine going back to the bench. I mean, I remember when guys would get dunked on, they would come back to the bench and they would be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But
that's all over YouTube. That's the most humiliating thing I've seen in a long
everybody knows
time.
who like, if you don't know who he is, you're like, who's number 34? Google that. And then you find him on Facebook, and it's just all the way bad all the way around. So I feel bad for that kid, but life goes on. So what can you do?
Parent, thank you very much for being here. Enjoyed it. Appreciate it.